A Monologue from Rachel, a play written by Angelina Weld Grimké. Written and produced in 1916, Rachel was one of the first plays by a black biracial female playwright, highlighting the black American experience.
I'm 23, and I'm old. You're 32 and you're old. Tom's 23, and he's old.
My dear is 60, and she said once she is much older than that. She is.
We are all plighted. We are all accursed.
All of us, everywhere.
Whose skins are dark.
We whose skins are dark. Lives are blasted by the white man's prejudice.
My little Jimmy, 7 years old, that's all, is blighted too. In a year or two, at best, he will be made old by suffering.
By suffering. 1 week ago, today, some white boys.
Much older and larger than my baby, Jimmy. As he was coming home from school, they called him nigger.
They chased him through the streets, calling him nigger, nigger, nigger.
Nigger, nigger, nigger.
One boy threw stones at him. There's still a bruise on his low back where one struck him. That will get well.
But they bruised his soul.
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 That will never, ever get well.
He asked me what nigger meant.
I made light of the whole thing, laughed it off.
Laughed it off. He went to ask his little playmates, naturally.
The oldest of them is 9. They knew. Poor little things. And they told him.
The last couple nights, he has been dreaming about these boys. And he always awakes in the dark, afraid. Afraid of the now and afraid of the future.
I've seen that look of deadly fear in the eyes of other little children.
In the eyes of other little children.
I know what it is myself. I was 12 when some big boys chased me and called me names.
I never left the house afterwards without being afraid. I was afraid in the streets, in the school, in the church, everywhere, always. Afraid of being hurt.
Afraid of being hurt? I was afraid of being hurt, and I was not afraid in vain.
If it nearly kills me to hear my Jimmy crying, do you think I could stand it when my own child, flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood, learned the same reason for weeping? Do you?
Ever since I fell here a week ago, I am afraid to go to sleep.
But every time I do,
For every time
my children come
my children come
and beg me, weeping,
and beg me,
not
weeping,
to bring
not
them
to
here,
bring them here
to suffer.
And tonight they came when I was awake.
I promised them again. Now by Jimmy's bed. I have damned my soul to all eternity, and if I do.
John, dear John, You see, it can never be. All the beautiful, beautiful things you have told me about. No, it can never be now.
It can never be. Now. Dear, this is goodbye.